All right, good Saturday morning. This is CBS 19 meteorologist Joel Robinson alongside CBS 19 chief meteorologist Brett Anthony. We're tracking some thunderstorms moving through the area this morning. Luckily non-severe at this time, but certainly a loud start to the morning. This is a live look in Tyler. Looking north on Broadway this morning. Definitely some wet roadways. Light to moderate rainfall out there so far this morning, but again, we're not looking at anything severe at this time. Current temperatures out there 67 degrees. That dew point is up there. We got 64-degree dew points. That's pretty humid outside. West-northwest winds right now at 6 miles per hour. And as we take a look at CBS 19 live radar, we are tracking again this long area of just broad rainfall here. Again, nothing really severe. Some pockets of heavier downpours here across areas like Palestine, and we also have a little bit of a heavier band further to the south, closer to Houston County. But yeah, got plenty of lightning there. And maybe perhaps a couple of wind gusts in there, maybe upwards of around 30 to 40 miles per hour. But at this point, we're not expecting anything severe. A lot of the energy is actually aiming to set up over Deep East Texas. We have some severe thunderstorm watches that are in effect for Houston and Trinity counties. That's going to go until 3 o'clock in the morning. But you can see the heavier band of thunderstorms further to the south. That's where the better energy is, but we're not expecting anything, we're not seeing anything, I should say, severe at this time. We had a severe thunderstorm warning for this little line here, but it has since weakened as it continued to track to the east, expired at 2:15, which is about 15 minutes ago. And once again, a lot of the energy aiming to set up over Deep East Texas this morning. So that's something we'll just have to keep an eye on, especially this region right here this morning. But all in all here, just a lot of rainfall. This is really good beneficial rain that we have not seen in quite some time. Actually, it's been about a week since we've actually seen this good amount of rain, likely seeing upwards of around 1 to 2, possibly 3 inches of rain in some locations. Mainly going to be off to the south. That's going to be where the heaviest rain is going to be. Here's some times for you out there. It's moving pretty slow here. We got 2:34 a.m. In Kilgore. Lone Star should be in that area around 2:38. Longview 2:47. We also have Harleton at 2:57. And then as it moves further to the east, in Easton, we have 3:09 a.m. Jefferson 3:24, and Dotson will be getting these storms at 3:27. So again, moving pretty slow. This is going to kind of elevate that risk for flooding. We have a flood watch that's also in effect through this afternoon as well. We also have a second round possible as we head into this afternoon as well, likely around the evening hours, close to the dinner time hours. 6 to 7 o'clock is when that second line is expected. But this is the line that we're working with right now. Nothing severe once again at this time, but just dealing with a lot of heavy rainfall. And of course, we have those flood watches in place once again. Those severe thunderstorm watches, they continue until 3 o'clock for Houston and Trinity counties. We had some more severe thunderstorm watches further to the south. Again, this is where the most favorable environment is at this time. Got a severe thunderstorm warning off to our southwest that we'll have to keep an eye on. That's going to be until 3:15. Just east of Bryan, Texas. So that's kind of where that heavier line of storms is moving through right now. We're going to have to really keep a close eye on that to see if it moves towards Trinity County. But at this point, a lot of the heaviest energy, or the bulk of the energy, is off to the south. You can see some severe thunderstorm warnings just to the south. Got another one just outside the Houston area. That's where the heaviest of the strongest storms are at this time, and it does look to stay that way for tonight. Got some flood watches as well. Again, that's going to go until Sunday morning. Sunday morning around 5 a.m. We go further to the north. We do have flood watches until 7 a.m. for much of East Texas, and then we go to the further to the south. We have 5 a.m. for Houston and Trinity County. So again, that's kind of the timeline of when these storms are going to be moving out. Again, there's this wave, and then there's a second wave coming in during the dinner time hours of tonight. So that's what we got going for us as of right now. Your severe weather outlook has been updated here from the Storm Prediction Center. A lot of us in that 1 out of 5 risk. That's an isolated risk for severe thunderstorms. We also have from Palestine all the way to center, we have a 2 out of 5 risk. That's a scattered risk, so a little bit more storm reports with possibly some damaging wind gusts in there, going to be very possible. That's essentially what that means. It's basically kind of a combination of intensity and coverage. The best chance is going to be in areas like Crockett, Groveton, Nacogdoches Center, San Augustine, Lufkin, and then even further to the south. We're seeing some severe thunderstorm warnings further to the southwest. Again, that's where the heaviest of the storms are going to be. Not a lot of energy to really take advantage of here. It's going to be fairly not quite as buoyant. It's very weak off to the southwest, at least over in the Crockett and also in Trinity County. Not expecting a whole lot in the way of energy in that regard, especially the heaviest energy, or the most energy, is going to be further to the south and east. Here's a snapshot of 7 o'clock. Future Skycast. It should be out of here by that time. We're going to keep a close eye on that as we head through the night. Not expecting too much of anything going into the rest of tonight, just mainly run-of-the-mill thunderstorms with some heavy rainfall. But here is that second line, expected to move in around the dinner time hour, should be out of here by midnight on Sunday. So that's what we're watching for now. We have a cold front that's going to put our temperatures down into the low 70s, and we have another one that we're going to be watching for potentially on Tuesday that could bring in a couple of showers as well, and that will really bring down our temperatures quite a bit. We're talking highs in the upper 60s, so that's certainly something to look forward to. We got upper 50s to low 60s to start on Sunday. A few showers going to be a possibility for your Sunday afternoon. Very spotty. Most everybody will be staying dry as we head into Sunday. All right, we have Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony in the studio with us. Brett, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, we just have the severe thunderstorm warnings that were issued down in Grimes, Madison, Montgomery, and Walker County to our southwest, and also for Fort Bend, Harris, Montgomery, and Waller counties a little farther just to the northwest of the city of Houston. You might notice, if you can see here, these striped lines on the severe thunderstorm watch or warning boxes. So this would indicate a tornado possible in either one of those severe thunderstorm warnings. And here's Trinity County in the city of Groveton, right? So what I want to do here is track this cell for us that could move up toward Trinity County. The current trajectory, based on the National Weather Service from League City, is saying that this is moving to the northeast, and it's probably going to be moving at roughly about the same speed as the rest of these cells, so roughly about 30, 31 miles an hour. So that would take it up toward Loma, Crabs Perry, Huntsville. For anybody that has a student down at Sam Houston State University, you might want to give them a call, or Riverside at 324. That's just outside of Trinity County. Let me go ahead and move the pointer here, or the cities here, so we can get that out of the way, and you can see here where the trajectory of this part of the storm would go. So this would be probably our biggest threat here the rest of the night. This cell here that's west of Huntsville, headed toward Trinity County right now. Not to say that it's not going to weaken, because it certainly could weaken, and when it does, then it's just going to be like all the other storms here. They're moving into an environment. The dew point numbers are a little bit lower here. As Joel just showed you, there's a little bit less, let's say, instability out toward Lufkin, Nacogdoches, and Center here this morning. So that's going to be good news. Let me walk through this real slowly here. And you can see a lot of lightning that's just crossing over Interstate 45. That was quite the lightning show that moves now into the southwestern part of Houston County. And even that lightning is coming down. But the lightning is increased east of Bryan. And that, again, into that warned area. That's why they popped those severe thunderstorm warnings, because the lightning increased, and also the threat of severe weather increased there. I'll come back up here to the north, and I'll pop this all into motion for us here and just give us the big picture of what we're seeing. So from Mount Pleasant down to Gilmer, down to Jacksonville, I'm not seeing a ton of lightning in here. We've lost a lot of the lightning, and we're not hearing it outside of the studios right now. But this line is just moving into Gilmer, about ready to move into Longview. If you're watching us from Longview tonight, you're going to get maybe the thunder, the lightning will sort of announce its arrival, maybe a brief little wind gust, but even the winds have come down substantially. And you can see these lightning strikes here now, few and far between. What I should probably do, and maybe if we toss it back over to Joel, we will throw up a lightning counter and kind of give you an idea. Again, lightning will tell us a couple of things. One, how strong is the updraft? aircraft in the thunderstorm? Is there a lot of ice being suspended at the top of the top of the thunderstorm? And if that's the case, then we can have a lot of moisture loading up in that thunderstorm, so we could have a big downpour. It would also tell us maybe the potential for hail inside those storms. So the fact that we're not seeing a lot of lightning, one, tells me we don't have much of a hail threat at all with this. And two, we're just kind of settling into a soaking rainfall for about the next, let's say, 3 hours. It's 2:30 now till about 5:30 or 6 o'clock. If you live out to the west, if you're in parts of Van Zandt or Henderson County, this rain may be over this morning as early as 6, maybe as late as 7 o'clock. It may take about till 8 or 9 over here toward Jefferson and Marshall for the rain to move out and into Carthage. Then that leaves all day for the atmosphere to recharge. You might have noticed Joel was talking about a second round of thunderstorms coming in. Data differs on how strong those thunderstorms will be. Some of the data suggests, again, down to the south where we've got better, richer, more humid air, down in that part where the atmosphere is able to recover a little bit more efficiently this afternoon, where the temperatures come up. We might be stuck in the 70s here over areas, let's say, north of Highway 84 and north. So from Nacogdoches over toward Natchitoches, Louisiana, anywhere north of that area has less of a chance of severe weather. But Nacogdoches, Lufkin, and Point southward, where that air is just a little, let's say, has a little more deeper moisture to it, we could find ourselves with a little bit of a chance of a recovery of thunderstorms this afternoon. But right now, we're just looking at no severe thunderstorm warnings. We've got about 22 minutes on the severe thunderstorm watch. I'm going to toss it back over to Joel. He's reset the radar. So let's go back over to Joel at the wall. Joel?
All right, thank you, Brett. Yeah, we do have the lightning counter up here on our CBS 19 live radar. Not a whole lot of lightning here, just as we were kind of talking about how weak these cells are at this point. Just kind of a broad area at this point of light to moderate, maybe some heavier pockets of rain, but only about 153 strikes. Not a whole lot here, just occasional lightning at this point. These are not very strong cells at this point by any means, but certainly some heavy rainfall over a large portion of the area for a decently long period of time, so flooding certainly a possible issue. Again, we have that flood watch that goes until Sunday morning, and that also takes into account that possible second round for the later parts of today. And just as Brett mentioned, there's a little bit of a difference between some of the data sets here when it comes to how strong it's going to be. It's really going to, I think it's really going to depend on how well the atmosphere can really recover into this afternoon. If we can get a lot of clearing, of course, we're going to have some of the moisture even from this round of thunderstorms alone. We're going to have the available moisture. It's just a matter of how well the atmosphere can recover into this afternoon. But we're going to watch that very closely into the rest of today. But we're not really dealing with severe weather at this time. Just going to be dealing with some heavy downpours in some parts of the area, a few lightning strikes, but these are pretty weak thunderstorms at this time, pretty general thunderstorms as they continue to move through. So I think we're going to go ahead and sign off. If anything does go sideways, we will be here streaming on CBS 19+, but for now, we're going to send you off to regular programming.